Agriculture in Bogor. My name is Shevina Milani and I'll be your guide for today's special journey called From Ground to Capture. Today we're going to explore one of Indonesia's greatest treasures, coffee. From the soil where it grows, to the roasting process, and finally to the cup we hold. We'll discover how coffee connects agriculture, science, and culture in Indonesia. Whether you're a coffee lover, a student, or are just curious about the story behind your morning brew, this tour will give you a deeper understanding of how coffee becomes part of our everyday life. Land and Agricultural Museum in Bogor was built to preserve and showcase Indonesia's agricultural heritage. It tells the story of how our land gives life to the food and products we enjoy. Indonesia is one of the world's top coffee producers with famous coffee regions such as Gayo, Toraja, and Java. Each region has its own story, flavor, and soil type that influences the taste of its coffee beans. In this tour, we'll focus on understanding coffee from the ground up, quite literally. By the end of our journey, we'll know how coffee travels from the farm to your cup. Before we start, here are a few quick reminders to make sure everyone enjoys the experience. Please don't touch the displays unless it's an interactive exhibit. No food or drinks during the tour. But don't worry, we'll have coffee at the end. Keep your voice low so everyone can hear clearly. No flash photography, especially near sensitive displays. Please stay with the group at all times. And lastly, respect the museum and its staff. They help preserve the agricultural heritage we're exploring today. Here you can see tools used for coffee cultivation and processing, from traditional wooden hullers used by farmers to modern grinding machines. This section shows how coffee farming in Indonesia has evolved over time, blending traditional knowledge with technology to improve quality and production. Now, we've arrived at the heart of our tour, the coffee corner. Take a moment to look around. This area feels warm and traditional, resembling an old-style Indonesian coffee workshop. On the wall, you'll see paintings of farmers and baristas, a tribute to the people behind every cup of coffee, from the ones who grow it to those who brew it with passion. On the tables and shelves, you can find different types of coffee beans stored in clear jars. Some are green beans, unroasted, while others are dark roasted. The difference in color shows how roasting transforms the beans' texture, aroma, and flavor. As you can see next to the jars, you can see a manual coffee grinder. The simple hand grinder represents the traditional way people used to prepare coffee. By turning the handle, you can control how fine or coarse the grind is, and that small detail makes a big difference in how coffee tastes. Here, visitors can also smell the roasted beans and sometimes even see a roasting or brewing demonstration. It's a hands-on way to understand how temperature and time affect the final taste of coffee. Coffee in Indonesia isn't just a drink, it's part of our social culture. From small warung kopi in villages to modern cafes in cities, coffee brings people together to share stories, ideas, and love. So this corner reminds us that every cup of coffee carries not only flavor, but also dedication of farmers, roasters, and everyone who keeps these traditions alive. And that brings us to the end of our From Ground to Cup tour here at the Museum Land and Agriculture in Bogor. I hope this tour has helped you see how something as simple as a cup of coffee is actually the result of long, careful processes from nurturing the soil, harvesting the beans, roasting, grinding, and finally brewing. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, every great cup begins with good soil. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your coffee journey.